What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be discussing the Chicago Bulls and Portland Trailblazers injury updates ahead of a very important game against them. Now, every single game for the Bulls going forward is an important one. We don't have that many games to play left, and every win is going to mean something if we want to climb the table and climb to the 8th and the 7th seeds. I know I say it every time, but every time it still means something until it's mathematically impossible. So, let's talk about the injury updates, and let's see, of course, who will walk out most likely the favorites to win against the Portland Trailblazers. But before we get any further, if you liked the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Bulls, and of course, I guess the injury concerns you have for us. There is some new injuries that we need to provide to the table, as well as the Portland Trailblazers. They seem to have a lot of injuries in their own right, and that is going to obviously impact the game as well. Now, before I get into that, there seems to be a lot of people that are still confused about the whole situation that happened in the Wizards game, mainly about the Derrick Rose retirement of sorts. Again, I had a couple of messages saying that, did you see Derrick Rose retired, at some point throughout that Wizards game, whatever the case may be. Look, the Bulls commentators got caught with that, and then literally, I don't even know how long it was because I didn't watch the game, but it felt like maybe a minute later, they realized they got baited. It was a fake Woj account. As far as I'm aware, Derrick Rose is not retired, and I don't think it would be wise to retire mid-season. I know it does happen, but if Derrick Rose is going to retire, I would expect it to probably happen towards the end of the season, literally at the end of the season. So, yeah, I don't think Derrick Rose is retired. I'm pretty sure that's all, just everybody got caught out from that, essentially. And it sucks that it got the media that it did. But it was quite funny until it actually got, quite public. But anyway, it is what it is. I just thought, if you are someone that is confused by that situation, Derrick Rose is not retiring. A fake Woj account tweeted about Derrick Rose's retirement. People bought it. The Bulls commentators bought it. It was a joke. Time to move on. That's all I need to say about that. Let's move on into some serious topics, and we're going to start off with the Portland Trailblazers injury list. Now, this is actually quite a large amount of injuries here. Let's start off with Robert Williams, who underwent surgery for a reconstruct ligament to his right knee, and I believe he's going to be out he's out for the rest of the season, essentially. So Robert Williams is a guy that, most people would know from the Boston Celtics point of view, was a really good rim protector, played a massive part in how they were successful on the defensive end. Obviously got traded to the Portland Trailblazers, and from then on, I haven't really seen much of him for Portland, in all honesty, but he's going to be out for the remainder of the season. A big part of their team, I would say, and we wish him all the best. Hopefully he can have a speedy recovery, and he'll be back for next season. Hopefully he can have a bit of a healthier season as well. We've got Shaedon Sharpe. It says here that Portland head coach Chauncey Billups said on Wednesday that he has resumed light shooting work and stuff of that nature. So it looks like he's going to be out for this game as well. I don't necessarily know the exact injury that he has, but starting light shooting drills doesn't necessarily bring you any closer to returning. And knowing how close towards the season's end it actually is, I very much doubt you will see Shaedon Sharpe out, play towards the end of the season. I don't think Portland really have much to fight for anymore, unfortunately. I doubt they're going to get into the playing tournament. I doubt they're going to really make any impact in playoff basketball. So it's probably best for Shaedon Sharpe to kind of just sit the rest of the season. But that's obviously a big blow as well. He's obviously a very good player for them. Jeremy Grant is listed as doubtful against the Bulls with a hamstring injury. Doubtful to about a 75% chance likelihood he will miss the game. Now, Jeremy Grant is probably their best player. He's a guy that's a Bulls fan favorite. A lot of people like Jeremy Grant. I think he got signed to a max contract, if I'm not mistaken, with the Portland Trailblazers. So at the end of the day, they obviously have a lot invested in him. And it's going to be a big blow for, once again, the Portland Trailblazers to kind of see him miss some action in this game against the Bulls. Doubtful, of course. He could still play. We've got Matisse Thybulle with an ankle injury. He's listed as questionable to play against the Chicago Bulls. Questionable is 50-50. 50% chance likelihood he will play, with a 50% chance likelihood he may miss this game. Obviously, an Australian would like to see Thybulle play, but he is a big nuisance on the defensive end. He's going to bring a lot of trouble if he is to play. He's probably going to be the guy guarding DeRozan. So, yeah, at the end of the day, him being out is probably a big a big thing for the Bulls. You know, maybe we can get more offense in compared to what we normally would. But nonetheless, still a very big player that could miss that game on the defensive end. And of course, I wish him nothing but the best as well with his ankle injury. Last but not least, Malcolm Brogdon with an elbow injury has been ruled out against the Bulls. Malcolm Brogdon, a very solid point guard, a jack-of-all-trades type of point guard, a point guard I would actually very much like on this Bulls team in some point in the future. He's the type of guy that I really like watching. I enjoy his game. He can do a little bit of everything on the court. And yeah, another big blow for the Portland Trailblazers. These are very important players for them, by the way. I mean, Robert Williams, very important player. Shaedon Sharpe, very important. Jeremy Grant, their best player. Matisse Thybulle, one of their better defenders. And Malcolm Brogdon, a really good point guard, starting or backup. All those players are big, big misses for the Portland Trailblazers. So it's a bit unfortunate there. But it's not like the Bulls don't have any injuries as well. Let's turn to the Bulls side of things. And there's quite a few people to talk about here. So obviously, if you're a Bulls fan, you are well aware LaVine, Williams, Lonzo Ball, all going to be out for the rest of the season. However, there's a new update when it comes to an injury, and it's Julian Phillips. Now, he has been out for the last couple of games. He was listed as questionable and doubtful for the last couple of games. Well, it turns out he's been diagnosed with a right foot sprain, and he's actually out indefinitely, which means we do not know the return date of Julian Phillips. Now, hopefully we will in due time. Hopefully he will be able to return before the season's end. But if he doesn't, of course, we will wish him a speedy recovery. He's had a very, I would say, solid regular season. With the minutes he's been given, I think he's done okay. I think he's shown some promise. I think he's shown what he can bring to this Bulls team with some consistency, obviously. Hopefully he can get some consistency on this Bulls team. I think he'll be just fine. But at the end of the day, hopefully we can see Julian Phillips back before the season's end. We've got Alex Caruso listed as questionable to play against the Portland Trailblazers with a left toe soreness injury. Again, questionable is 50-50. 50% chance he may play, 50% chance he may miss the game. He had a very good game in the last time out against the Washington Wizards. Had a couple of dunks. I think he had 16 points overall. He was really, really effective. And I think he could be very effective in this game against Portland as well. So I do hope he's able to play. I think he's a big miss for the Bulls if we were to see him gone. But at the end of the day as well, we have to realize the team that's put in front of us. The Portland Trailblazers are not necessarily a healthy, nor really a great team overall. So maybe if there is a game to see Alex Caruso miss, this might be the one that you will be willing to take the risk on. Last but not least, Coby White is listed as doubtful with his hip injury. He was listed as doubtful against the Wizards. He's listed as doubtful against the Portland Trailblazers. That's a 75% chance likelihood he will miss the game against Portland. Now, I'm wishing Coby White a speedy recovery. I really hope he's able to return sooner than later, because the more games he may miss, the more I'm going to feel worried about the wins and the losses that we may face. I think it's very clear we are a better team with Coby White in it. Maybe people can make an argument about not, but I believe we are a better team with Coby White in it. I think there's a reason why he leads the league in minutes. I think there's a reason why he is so trusted and relied, even when he has games where he struggles. It's because he makes an impact on both ends of the ball, and that is something that is going to be very hard to miss, you know. And hopefully we don't miss it for much longer. But if he's out against Portland, it is what it is. We just have to face it. And hopefully, again, we can still be the odds-on favourite to walk out of that game against Portland with the victory. I consider us the favourites regardless if Coby White plays or misses the game. But again, it's the NBA. Anything can happen. Any team can beat anyone on any given night. So it's not like we should come in here and just take the night off against Portland. We need to really put our game face on and play our absolute best. Not leave anything to chance. We don't have enough room for error here. And as much as there's a golden opportunity here, this is also a trap game for the Bulls. We almost fell for it last time we played Portland. They almost beat us away from home. Let's hope it's not the same mistake we made this time around, and we actually just get that convincing win that we need so we can move on to the next game. With that being said, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for watching. Drop a like and a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.